Here's a phrase that's complete BS for the Burt Show. I ain't scared of no ghost. Yeah, we are. That's why all of us backed out on doing this and gave it to the interns. So the assignment was going to be spend the weekend, or at least a night, in one of the most notoriously haunted homes in Georgia. We all thought about it for a while, and we're like, nah, I'm not really into it. So we asked the producers off the air, and they said, I'm not really into it either. And we said, well, we pay the interns very, very well in credits.
I saw intern DeAndre's face. He's like, how are you going to finish that sentence?
Not money, but they need the credits. So let's send the interns to the most notoriously haunted home in Georgia. A, see if they survive, because it would be really tough to find another intern this late in the semester.
Yeah.
And secondly, what happened in that house? So we did send a couple of our interns to this house. Before we even get into it, though, if you didn't hear it on Friday, what is the history of this home in Georgia? Do we know exactly why it is so haunted?
All right, Ed from Ghosts of Georgia Paranormal Investigations is here, and he can talk a little bit about the house.
Hey, Ed.
Morning, Bert. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. I see your interns survived that house, if it's just interesting.
Well, we sent two, and there's only one in here, so we're not exactly sure.
Okay, I jumped the gun on that one. But anyway, this house we investigated about a year and a half ago. It was built back in 1963, and we know that one of the owners had killed himself in the house.
Oh.
Also, it's on Lake Lanier. And most people know the history of Lake Lanier and the black community, how they flooded a town where the black community used to live.
This was a flourishing community back in the day.
Correct.
You'd have to look at the history of it. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of racism going on. Lake Lanier, if you're not familiar with Georgia history, there's a racetrack underneath this lake. There's a whole city underneath this lake that they just buried in water.
That is correct. And with your interns going in, and you send them in, and they're all black. Sorry about that, but I hope that
Sorry that they're black.
Sorry that you sent them in.
He's not sorry that you're black.
Dang, Ed might be the mayor of Lake Lanier.
Appreciate the clarity.
Oh my God.
Let me clarify that.
We got you, Ed. We got you.
We got you.
Thank you. It's early in the morning. It's way past my sleep time here, you know. But anyway, we were kind of concerned about racism might be a factor in the investigation, and I haven't heard the results yet, so I'm really interested in finding out.
All right, so before we find out exactly what is found there, I just want to know from intern Ethan, who's on the phone right now, and from DeAndre, what did you guys feel while you were in there? Because in the places that I've spent the night that are haunted, you can feel an electricity. You can feel it, and then you turn around and you don't see anything. Did you guys feel any of that?
It's so weird because there was none of that. I felt safe throughout the night. You know, obviously it's on Lake Lanier, so I'm already on edge. But I think that's just because of the location of where we are.
Right.
But I didn't feel like not safe.
Okay.
So
Nothing. You were good.
I was chilling before it went dark.
Okay, and then when it went dark?
When it went dark, I was like, okay, we had on, what was it? Some type of ghost hunting documentary.
Oh, yeah. We were watching the Blackwell Ghost documentary on YouTube. I was trying to get them into the paranormal experience, and that may have caused a few things to happen. My bad about that.
Yeah. That happened, and then all of a sudden, someone, who, him, there, and that, I don't know the pronouns, but they were there. And they made sure that we knew that they were there.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Dining room lights, I kid you not, y'all. It came on, came off. Came on, came off. Came on, came off 3 times. I looked at Ethan, he looked at me. I said, we got to go.
It was like a light Ouija board. It was answering their questions. The light would come on and off when they'd ask a question.
On.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard of anything like this.
Ethan, did you experience that also? The lights going on and off and on, and how were you feeling when that was going on?
I was just in total disbelief. At one point, I dove under the dining room table because I did not know what was happening. It was just a lot. I mean, it was interesting to see what was actually happening, but I'm still honestly in just disbelief and trying to rationalize it in my head.
So you physically ran and ducked under a table thinking the ghost wouldn't find you there.
Yeah.
I have that on video, by the way.
You do? So that was your logic there. It's like, he'll never find me under this table.
Play hide and seek with ghosts.
You're going to lose every
single time.
All right, other than that's huge. We could stop right there. Other than the lights going on and off, did you guys experience anything else?
Yes, the thing that really got Ethan the most was the door unlocking by itself.
Come on.
That freaked him out because I didn't hear it at first. I went over there. I was like, well, we're in a haunted house. Let's go and unlock this door. Like, that's going to do something. It just felt safer. So I locked the door, look out the window, and then I turned to say something to Ethan, and he's like, did you just hear that? And I was like, hear what? And he was like, I think that door just unlocked. And I was like, what? So I go over there, open the door, it's wide open. It's completely unlocked.
Ethan, this is the same thing that you experienced also?
Yes, because Amber went to lock the door, and I was like, okay, she just locked the door, and then I heard this little sound, the turning of the lock, because I have the same lock at home. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to be happening. And then she opens the door, and I was like, okay, that's the problem. But I was still trying to figure out if it actually happened. She locks it again, and then it happens again. So I start freaking out.
Yeah,
So-
you guys committed to this because quite honestly, as an intern, I would have left at that point.
Done.
Here's talking about the door unlocking and locking by itself. This is probably their best reaction of the whole night. Listen to this from their EVP session at the house at Lake Lanier.
Okay, we're coming back. The back porch light that's motion sensor came on while I was in the bathroom, and Amber just locked the front door literally was 2 seconds.
It was locked. I just double checked to make sure that it was. And Ethan saw me check it, and then I was like, you were like, was the front door locked? I'm like, yeah, I just locked it. And then I tried it, and it was unlocked.
Because I heard you know how it makes a little sound when it unlocks, the little zzz, and then
I didn't hear that. Because when I said the door is locked, it's cool, and then you were like, are you sure the door is locked? And I was like, yeah, bro, look.
It just did it.
So as they're talking about it,
It unlocked.
as you're talking about it, it unlocks again.
But here's the thing. We started asking it questions. Oh, also the ghost like Britney Spears. Shout out to that.
That was weird.
What? The what?
The spirit apparently is a fan of Britney Spears. Okay, this is what happened. We at some point, DeAndre loves to just sing random songs, and so one of them just happened to be, "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and we're both like, "My lonely," we're just killing it, right? And then all three of us are singing and dancing, which is kind of weird. 3 black people at Lake Lanier singing Britney Spears a cappella. Weird.
Odd choice.
Yeah, a little strange. So then I don't know who was either Ethan or DeAndre played on their speaker, and so now Britney Spears is playing, and then there was a part where it says, "Give me a sign," and then all of a sudden things just started.
Shut up.
I swear.
And then once he paused the music, you can hear a fade out of "Give me a sign."
What?
Yeah.
So in that last clip we just played, you guys were talking about the door locking when the door locks again by itself?
Yeah, we screamed a little
Damn.
bit.
Wow.
So-
Okay.
Then we cracked down on asking it questions about, because Oscarville was Lake Lanier.
Uh-huh.
So something told me I need to ask and see who this man is. So I was like, hey, are you a resident of Oscarville?
Here's that part.
Are you a fellow black ghost?
Holy
So the light just turned off to that question. Is one of your businesses flooded under Lake Lanier? The light just cut on. Were you a part of the Black Wall Street?
That's crazy.
Okay, so we're hitting the spot now. We're hitting the spot. What was the town called? Look up the town. Look up the town. Look up the town.
So they look up the town. They figure out it's Oscarville, and then this happens.
Are you a resident of Oscarville?
That's insane.
Okay.
That's insane. This is amazing.
Are you proud to know that we have had a black president?
Dining room lights just turned on. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm pausing it.
And then this.
You are not allowed to follow us once we leave here. I want to make sure that is known.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Okay. He's flickering. All right, so he just gave us the confirmation like 5 times. He flickered on and off, on and off, on and off. So, and we do know this ghost is a brother. So we come on!
There's the light.
And then the light comes back
No,
on.
as soon as I said this ghost is a brother, I kid you not.
The light just shut on. So he
the light shut on loud and proud.
I'm a brother.
He said he's a brother.
And then one time, didn't you see the light bulb move?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Let me play the part.
yeah. Oh, the light bulb moved. The light bulb moved.
The light
bulb moved.
No, it did
It
not.
moved.
How?
This light bulb twitched to the left. When it shut off, that light bulb just twitched.
Can you do me a favor and like say one of our names into this phone?
So there was no name?
No
Okay.
name. We got one EVP the whole night. It seemed like most of the communication obviously was through the lights of the house.
So Amber, let me ask you this: as somebody that does this as a side job, I mean, because you have an app and you have a video, you have a YouTube channel that does this all the time. Have you ever overtly been able to speak that clearly and get answers in real time like this?
Yes, but only if I'm using a spirit box or a necrophonic app. I have heard real-time responses in my ears before, but it's really cold when that happens. But I gotta tell you, having it this incessant was new to me. I had never experienced something that was just happening so much. It was amazing.
All right, there's a couple more that I want to play. I want to play one more thing where the spirits were definitely showing out.
So far, the spirits have been showing out from the front door to the outside light, the living room lights.
If you're not okay with us being here, can you give us a sign for that?
Oh.
Okay.
So for reference, the door just twitched, light shut off, shut back on, and came back on. I don't think we're wanted.
This is crazy, man. I mean, just to see it in real time like that over and over and over again.
So we have Ed combed through this audio, and we only got one EVP. And it's one of the best, most clear EVPs I have ever heard. And I think Ed would agree that he's ever heard.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You guys ready?
Yep.
If you're here, can you give us another sign?
This has all been a prank.
You guys, the house was never haunted. It was okay. We sent you guys to a house. We got to tell you what we've been doing to the house while you're there.
Let me give you the real history of the house. So our former intern Caroline is an Airbnb entrepreneur, and hers was booked. So we got her mother-in-law's Airbnb on Lake Lanier, and they have total control of the Alexa of the house. And she had control. Amber was in on it. She dialed her up so that she could hear everything you guys were doing, so she could respond when you asked questions.
I'm so sorry.
And she could turn the lights on and off. She could lock and unlock the door. Just be glad she went there the morning of, before you guys got there. The fireplace is also controlled by Amazon Alexa, and I was hoping that it worked, but the motor was burned out. But the lights and the locks definitely got you. It was all a prank.
Well, there's one thing I have to say, Tommy, because at one point, Ethan said, if that back door locks, that's weird because that lock is not controlled by Alexa. That door right there also unlocked, and I don't honestly, that wasn't part of the prank. I don't know how that happened.
I haven't talked to Caroline. She talked about sending her husband. They live right down the street. And
they were banging on the windows and
she
stuff. It was
talked
great.
about sending them up there and banging on the windows and doing stuff. So
They were banging on the windows.
Remember, that's why Ethan didn't sleep in his room, because somebody was knocking on the window. He slept on the couch the whole night. And then the next morning, I go to get my bag, and Ethan is standing on a chair taking photos of like the light bulbs. He's like, I just wanted to see there was like a model number so I can figure out what's going on here. Because he's a Georgia Tech kid, you know what I'm saying?
So Ethan, knowing that this whole thing was a prank, and you diving underneath the table to get away from Amazon Alexa, are you okay now?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the night that it happened, I was with it. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a ghost here. What is going on? But as I like took the night to like calm down, and I was like, okay, let me think about this for a second. I have that same lock at home. I know my mom. She can use the lock from anywhere. Like, I've called my mom, like, hey, I need you to, like, lock the door and unlock the door for me while she's at the office. So I'm like, that makes sense to me. That's why in the morning, I was like, all right, let me look at these light bulbs, try to figure out where they're connected to. Are these something that can connect to the internet? And that's why I wanted the model number.
We even hid the Alexa and muted it so you wouldn't hear it.
DeAndre has this look of hatred in his eyes right now.
It is so funny. I came up with Tommy, and I was just like, Tommy, I don't know. I got a feeling it's like, it's all too good to be true. Were y'all scheming something? Like,
so
were
you
y'all,
knew it.
were y'all scheming? And he was like, oh, no.
Absolutely not.
I'm a great actor. I don't know what to tell you.
I thought we were better than that.
I'm so sorry. I love you.
Clearly you're not. Clearly you're not.
The Burt Show.
Do you want us to play more Britney Spears?
That is insane. If you wanted to play more Britney Spears, turn this light off. It's dimming. Play Britney Spears. Play it.
I got you.
Oh my God! Ethan, are you okay? The back light just turned on, bro. Holy shit. Are you hiding behind the couch?
That is low down.
All right, DeAndre, we need a post reveal interview right now. How are you feeling right now?
I feel betrayed. I feel lied to. I feel
I'm so sorry.
No, we're not friends.
Don't touch
I sit with her in the office. Cold shoulder. Cold shoulder.